All right, before I take you back inside the courtroom, I want to show you a photograph that they're going to be talking about in the courtroom, and there's three important parts of it you need to notice. First, the duvet. This is the duvet that's on the floor. Oscar Pistorius says it was on the bed, so he's saying police moved the duvet. Also, the fan. Take a look at the fan right here, folks. You see this fan? This is the fan that he says he brought in from the balcony. He says police also moved this fan. The last thing I want you to notice are the curtains. Okay, see how they're open? Well, Oscar Pistorius says they weren't that way, that police are the ones who actually opened the curtains wider than they were. So a lot of allegations by Pistorius, but it all relates to what's in this photo. Let's go back inside the courtroom.
If the fan was there where you said it was, where would the small fan have been?
As I said, my lady, the small fan was to the right of the...
Please point out on the photograph. Even further to... okay, is that where the circle is now? So that's to the left of the position indicated in the fold of the duvet, where the smaller fan was. Am I right?
More or less that area, my lady.
Now, one thing we know, if the multi-plug didn't move, the small fan could not have been plugged in there when it moved to that particular position.
I can't say for certain if the multi-plug moved or not, my lady.
No, I say for certain. I say take it as a given. If the multi-plug didn't move, that's what I'm saying. Answer that question.
I don't know how long the cord is of the small fan, my lady.
Let's look.
If there's a measurement of the small fan and there's a measurement of the carpets, then I can agree completely. But I don't know how long the cord is.
And you're not willing to have a look?
I'd love to have a look at a photo, my lady.
Okay, let's have a look. Look at photograph 61.
That cord looks very long to me, my lady.
Yeah, but there's another problem with that cord that I only saw now. Just zoom into the bottom of the speaker. Other speaker on the other side. Look at that. The speaker is on the cord.
That is incorrect. That's misleading the court, my lady. The cord runs in front of the speaker.
It runs in front. Let me just see. If you're right, that's fine. I just want to have a look. Can we zoom in?
I can see it on the piece of paper, my lady, in front of me.
Let me see. So you say that I'll have a look overnight and we'll come back. You say that this fan was also on the place where the duvet was.
That's
so
true.
Let us just say, and my lady, I see it's 3, I'll just sum up. Let us just sum up what we've established. A policeman moved the 2 fans, put the duvet on the floor, opened the curtains wider than it should be before the photographs were taken.
That's correct, my lady.
All right, let's bring in the dream team on this one, because this is significant, because if this is what the scene looked like at the time, Pistorius' story makes no sense. Again, the fan, the curtains, and the duvet. Darren Kavanoki, your thoughts? Did police go in there and just rearrange his apartment or his bedroom?
No, I think ultimately, and I've said this before, Vinny, I'll say it again, I think ultimately what will be the undoing of Oscar Pistorius is that his story is misaligned with the physical world as we know it. And it's all of the things that you just pointed out. It's other things such as Riva's stomach contents, which are misaligned with his timeline. It's all of this kind of stuff that I think will cause the fact finder to reject his version of events as being self-serving, unreliable, and uncredible.
And
that's what's going to be his undoing.
And Tanya, here's a big part of it, because if you look at this, and this is, to me, is the most amazing part, if you look at how close the bed is, and this is where Riva is supposedly sleeping, right? How close this is to the balcony and the fan that he's bringing in. How does he not notice that she is gone there under his version, that he would not be able to see, what is that, 2 feet away?
Well, didn't you say that it was dark? And if he's not focused on her,
By the way, it's not dark enough that he can't find his gun under the bed.
Well, he knows where his gun is. He's looking for the gun. If he's not focused on her and his attention is on something else, it's very possible that he didn't notice that she was not there.
But here's all the things that have to take place for that to be true, is that he has to keep his back to her the whole time. And that's why I believe his story is different now, that he didn't go out on the balcony, that he just reached out to the balcony, because then he doesn't have to turn his back, right? But if he goes out on the balcony, brings the fan in, he's got to come in walking towards Reva and the bed. But if he just reaches out, then he can back it in and go over here and not see her. We got a lot to talk about here, folks. All right. Another story. Raped, beaten, stabbed more than 30 times, yet she survived.